Haircut is J cut. No cut.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the power vested in me as Rector and Vice-Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for awarding and conferring qualifications in the Faculty of Humanities. I therefore award and confer qualifications to all of the candidates that the Dean of Humanities presents to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award and confer qualifications to those whose names appear in the program but who are not present here today. You may be seated. I think we've got a very packed hall this afternoon. We've got over 530 degrees that we will be conferred this afternoon. But what an event such as this represents, it represents an event, an occasion of celebration, of jubilation, because we would see graduates and graduates walking across the stage, getting their degree, and actually receiving their degree, hopefully in the presence of their loved ones, whether it's parents, guardians, family members, or even just members of the community. And that is what graduations are all about. Those are joyous events, and I often refer to, when I talk about graduation ceremonies, that it's not a church service. It's an event to celebrate. But it's also event that we celebrate and realize that there's a certain dignity linked to the event. And we often have to balance that. And that balance comes in when we appreciate to hear that the next graduate wanted his or her name to be called out, and her loved ones or his loved ones also want to hear that. But other than that, it is about celebration. I would like to hear this afternoon. But I also recognize that there are amongst our graduates, graduates that will receive their degree, and it might be the first degree in their family. And they have gone through sacrifices, not only them, but all graduates have gone through sacrifices which might be emotional of nature or financial of nature. And I just would like to say, well done for getting to this specific moment. But I also would like to say to our graduates that what the University of the Free State is hopefully offering to you is not just a degree or a certificate or a diploma, but that we would go beyond that, because we would like to give to you, during your stay at the university, a set of values, a framework of values that hopefully will guide you through your life. You will be entering a world of work which is so different than what we probably would have looked at the world of work 10 years ago. You're going to have to make decisions, sometimes very difficult decisions. You're going to operate in a world with uncertainties. And then to be able to navigate yourself through that world, the set of value frameworks, or framework of values, is so important to hold dear to you. And I want to highlight three values that I believe through our technical content, the engagement between you and your lecturer, the ambiance and the atmosphere that we put out on the campus, the sort of challenges that we put forward. And that for me is a value that speaks to critical inquiry, not only accepting what is given to you, but challenge that. Challenge that on facts, challenge that on evidence, and also make up your own mind when you put these things together. Because that is what the world is going to require from you. But the second point that I think is also important, that we would like to instill or embed as a graduate attribute, and that is the aspect of social responsiveness. We sometimes live in a world where individual identity becomes the driver. But social responsiveness counter that. Social responsiveness said, actually, I'm not only working or living for myself, I'm also living for others. And if you have that type of approach, you won't not only become yourself fulfilled, but you will also create a better life and a better quality of life, an aspiration for others. But a third value, which is a value that we in South Africa needs to fully understand, needs to experience, and that's the value of integrity. What you say, how you say it, and what you firmly believe in is what will ultimately set you apart from being an ideal individual, for being an ideal citizen, not only a national citizen, but a global citizen. And I think society in South Africa today asks people with integrity to stand up, to challenge things, but also to live a life that can serve as an inspiration and as an example. And that is, I believe, what the University of Free State is offering you, other than just your degree or your diploma or your certificate. So I would like to ask you to be reminded of that set of values or value frameworks when you enter the world of work or when you enter in your engagement with society. So from my side again, hearty welcome, congratulations in advance, because I will give you a congratulatory message a little bit later on, but welcome and enjoy this graduation ceremony with us. Thank you. I also would like just to welcome a few specific individuals on the platform. We have our guest speaker that will be introduced formally a little bit later by our program director, Mr. Tembekile Mogototu. We also have our Vice Director Institutional Change with us, Institutional Change, Student Affairs and Community Engagement. She will be the program director, Professor Puleng Lenkabula. We also have in our midst the Vice Director Academic, Dr. Engela van Staden. And then we got two acting registrars. The one acting registrar is the Acting Registrar for Governance and Policy, Mrs. Elna van Pletsen. And the other acting registrar is the Acting Registrar responsible for Systems and Administration, Mr. Anban Naidu. We have the representative of the President of the Convocation, Dr. Peter de Tooy. He's also with us on the platform. And then we have our SRC President, Mr. Sonwabile Ndwaba. In fact, he will also tomorrow will be graduating as well. And then we have various representatives from the faculties, either deans or deputy deans, or representatives from those specific faculties, either members of the executive committees of those faculties. So I would like to say welcome to all of you. And I hope you're going to enjoy this event with us. Thank you.
Dumelang, Sanibonani, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. My name is Puleng Lenkabula. I'm the Deputy Vice Chancellor responsible for institutional change, student affairs, and community engagement. I am honored and delighted to be the program director for the faculty of Humanities graduations. The Vice Chancellor and Rector, Professor Francis Peterson, members of the Rectorate, executive, academics, students, parents, guardians, friends, loved ones, good afternoon. I'd like to say, can we please give a round of applause to the Vice Chancellor? Thank you very much. I would have thought you would wait for me to say why we would need to give him a round of applause, but I think we are already of one mind. I think the Vice Chancellor has reminded us of the imperative for higher education in the advancement of ourselves as individuals, our families, our societies, and ensuring that knowledge becomes the foundational resource for ensuring that our societies live with dignity and optimally. But I also heard the Vice Chancellor in similar ways that Kofi Annan, the Ghanaian and former United Nations General Secretary, inviting us to remember that education, that knowledge, our power, that the information that those of you who will be graduating will not make any meaning if it doesn't contribute to the progress of the Free State of South Africa, of the African continent, and the global community. And I think this is an important invitation because his message not only speaks to those of you who will be graduating this afternoon, it speaks to the academics, it speaks to those of you who are still in the path of pursuing your studies, but also the parents and guardians who have been the pillars of support as you journey in your pursuit for the degrees you'll be graduating for. So my responsibility is not to give another enunciation of what Professor Peterson has already shared with you, but it is just to share some principles that we believe will make this joyous event when we celebrate the graduations of the candidates before us to being a meaningful, momentous event that we will forever remember and which will be etched in our hearts when we remember when they graduated in their degrees. For this, we would like to remind you that there are photographers that are available within the university who are taking pictures, many of whom are freelance photographers. The university makes use of official photographers who are present in the hall, and therefore, the photographers that are not accredited by the university, we would like to remind you, we would not be able to guarantee their quality. We, however, need not say you shouldn't support them. The second aspect is that those who arrived after the session had already started. We just want to remind you that please look at the bottom of page 2 of the program and familiarize yourself with some of the requirements of our conduct in these graduations. We also note that, as Prof. Peterson stated, that it's not church or a somber moment, that we are here to celebrate, to honor in this august activity. But we request you to ensure that each candidate that comes to the podium gets the recognition that they deserve. And therefore, that we limit our cheers, the exclamations to our candidate, to allow the other to still enjoy the moment. We strive to conduct the graduation ceremony in a dignified manner, and we therefore ask you to refrain from moving up and down and moving outside the hall so that we ensure that this is an important. And therefore, we also know that this is the 21st century. A lot of you do your businesses in the palm of your hands through your tablets or your phones. May we please keep them in silence whilst we are making sure that we still continue with the businesses that we would be, whether it's studying or parenting or monitoring and evaluating what's going on at home or in your office. We request silence. Before I introduce our own guest speaker, I want to remember the words of Cornel West, an African-American theologian, but also a social justice activist, who says, one of the greater gifts that you can give to people is to give them the inspiration to constantly endeavor to become the best that they are purposed to be. And today, colleagues, we have amongst us Mr. Thembekile Mrototo as the guest, and the media industry took note of him after his speedy success as a broadcaster. Before getting into the industry, Mrototo was a pupil at Castlebridge Combined School, where he matriculated in 2010. He studied at the University of the Free State, so he's a part Kofsi, and later transferred to the University of Johannesburg to continue his studies. Starting out in community radio, he is currently recognized as a broadcast journalist working as news anchor for Johannesburg-based radio station 947 and a freelance anchor for news channel at ENCA. I now would like to call him upon to the podium to share his insights with us. You're welcome to the podium, sir.
Whew, here we go again. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Peterson, Me Linkabula, and the rest of the academic staff here at the University of the Free State, thank you, firstly, for extending this invitation to me, to the family, the friends, the guardians, and everyone who's here to witness this beautiful day. Good afternoon and welcome. To you, the people who today is all about, the graduates, give yourselves a round of applause. You have made it to this day. You've made it because I'm sure, as many of you would know, you are a special bunch, because when you started 3-4 years ago, the numbers were larger than this. Many have fallen along the way, not by their choosing, for various reasons and circumstances. Some of you at some point did not think that you'd be here today, yet here you are. Congratulations. So when I was asked to come and speak here today, the first thing I thought is, so what do I share? Do I go onto YouTube and just plagiarize an Oprah Winfrey address? Do I steal the famous Steve Jobs speech? But I'm a procrastinator, so that always means that I never quite get to transcribing those sort of things in full. So I figured what I would do here today is share with you today part of my journey, having walked these same grounds on this campus. I've sat in this very room for some of my exams. Let me take you back a bit. As you heard, my name is Thembekile Mrototo, radio and television broadcaster with 947. That's a radio station based in Johannesburg. I'm going to punt it now before I forget, so do tune in to 947. Every morning between 6 and 9, it's the 947 Breakfast Club. We're very funny. And you listening also means I'm employed. Okay, great. Oh, have you seen the jobs numbers? You gotta keep me employed. And I'm also with ENCA, the biggest 24-hour news channel in this country, all the way from Bloem. Here I am today. But my journey started, my higher education journey, let's say, started in 2011. That's when I first set foot on this campus as a journalism student. Like many of you, I had Com 114, Com 124. You guys know non-verbal Com. I have eaten at the deli, those gigantic chicken portions, all in this system. And it is an honor to stand before you today. So let's take you back. The year is 2010. I am in grade 12 at Castlebridge Combined School, not too far from the National Hospital. You might know where it is. I apply to come and study at the University of the Free State. Like many of you might have done, I apply not knowing how I'm going to pay for this next chapter of my life. But anyway, as one does, you take a leap of faith, you apply and hope it works out. So I apply, I come on here, I get my student card and everything. I'm doing this degree, media and journalism. My mother has no idea what it is, but she's like, you know what? It's a dream, it's a thing you want to do. If it can get you to move out of my house and pay your own rent, we all win. So I begin studying here. This studying thing is fun. People had said it was going to be tough. I enjoy the studying thing, on we go, but there's one main concern. As a BA student, funding is not the easiest thing to find, because everyone is funding engineering, everyone is funding the law students, the med students. So fast forward to 2012, around March, my studies come to an abrupt end. Why? You know the system, financial exclusion, because I could not pay to go on, right? It's a tough period. I knew it was coming. But still, nothing quite prepares you for that knock, especially when you enjoy education and learning as I did. But it doesn't matter. I continue with my life. At this point, I'm already involved in broadcasting in the sense that I was with Motheo FM, the Bloemfontein-based community radio station. Who here knows Motheo FM? Oh, come on, don't be so coy. You can scream louder than that. Those of you who remember me from those days would admit, though, it was better when we were on, eh? My generation was the best. But anyway, on we go with this journey. I am now a university dropout, in a sense, in 2012, and I'm thinking, what are you going to do? The dream is to be on people's TVs. The dream is to be the voice that people hear on the radio. So I continue with Motheo FM. In between that, Prof, by the way, I still visit your campus because I had two friends who used to study here, and back then you guys didn't have the checks at the gate, so I would just sneak in. Imagine if I was robbing people. So I'd come in, chill at the student center, the daily kept bringing me back. The food was cheap and amazing. So we do all of that, and I'm thinking, how best do I do this? This story goes on. I'm still at Motheo FM. I've now graduated from doing just the news with people like Leila, the Bangis of this world. So I decided, beginning of 2013, again, another leap of faith, I'm now going to apply to transfer to Johannesburg, to the University of Johannesburg, where I'm finally hoping to complete this journalism degree, right? Because that was the promise. Fine, off we go, we apply. Application fee, never a problem. The university writes back, they say, you've been accepted, come through and study, right? Okay, fantastic. Here's the problem. Your brother doesn't have registration money. I don't have rent money, and I'm away from home. But this thing is going to work. So my mother and I raised a couple of R1,000. I remember a good friend of mine, Leila, contributed 1,500 rand to this fund, the Get Timbikile to Joburg fund. So January 2014 comes, I go to UJ, I register and do all of that. Great story, we all go along. Now I must raise money to live in a commune. I find a cute little commune in West Dean, Johannesburg. There were 7 of us officially, but the cockroaches, I think, may have brought those numbers up to 30. We survived. So off we go. Again, now, I'm trying to find a solution to this money thing that seems to follow me everywhere, right? So one day, I am lazing around in the computer labs, as many of you have done. Come on, own it. We've all done it, where you sit there aimlessly while people work on their assignments. And I end up on the Eyewitness News page. I'm reading articles, but at the bottom I find a section about comments, queries, and questions to the editor. It's a generic email. I work in a newsroom, so I can tell you we never reply to the stuff you send to that email, so don't bother, no one's reading it. But anyway, so I mail, I'm like, hi, my name is Tembekile, 22-year-old from Bloem. I worked at Moteur FM for X number of years. I would really like an internship in your newsroom, you know, just to learn how people do in the big city. Guys, a week passes. I'm like, ooh, shame, they didn't read it. Crisis. At this point, I'm even saying their station is rubbish anyway, so I don't listen. Forget them. They write back eventually, and the email that comes back to me says, we don't have internships for you. No internship positions available at the moment, but what we do have is the position for an overnight freelance news reader. This is on weekends. You're nodding, because it sounds amazing. Let me tell you about overnight news anchoring. You come in at 7, and you leave at 5 the next morning. You read the news every hour, when literally the only people who are listening is yourself and the security guards. They didn't tell me that in the interview, so off I go to the interview, get the job, nail it, go back home, right? I've not told anyone in Bloem that this thing is happening. Go on Facebook, there's a big reveal. I'm getting this job. What I don't tell people, Prof, is this. Now with this job, guess what the rate was? Because you think it's glamorous, right? I made 750 Rand a shift. And I was sharing this job with 2 other people, alternating weekends. So after SARS has taken their 25%, you actually just broke. You want to march on the union buildings. But I'm lazy, so it never got to that point. So off we go. I start doing this overnight thing. Eventually, you know, I move my way up at Prime Media, EWN. I start doing some of the weekend daytime shifts. Eventually, I do weekday evenings. Now, this is big. My mother still has no clue what this 702 is in Johannesburg, right? But I'm working. I'm now able to send some money home, so I'm a blesser. I've arrived. See? The neighbors are thinking he's going to buy a GTI. It's all going to be great. Bry's on me. But still, it is tough, because through all of this, I'm still dealing with this thing where I need to go back and complete this degree. But now, I'm in a catch-22. Do I quit school, go back and study, or do I keep this job and find a way to study? Because I'm sure as many of you can identify, when you come from poverty, often the choices are such that you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. It's literally decisions that you make for survival, which is very difficult to do. It's a difficult thing to go through when you are just a 22-year-old trying to find your way in the world. But it's fine, so I move on. Again, the spirit of emails hits me. I love an email. Now I've decided I want to be on TV. Off I go. I mail a lady by the name of Sally Burdett. She is, if you watch news on ETV, I'm sure you've seen her read the news. Sally now also happens to be the head of anchors at ENCA. What does Tembekile, who hasn't got a degree yet, do? As if I don't have enough on my plate. I now write to Sally to say, hi, this is me. You've probably never heard of me. I would like to try this TV thing. Sally writes back, trying to dismiss me clearly, says, do you have TV experience? I quickly say, I don't, but I can show you what I can do on video. At this point, I gather 2 friends at work. We go into the studio downstairs at the radio station. They help me record a demo of sorts. So this is me now pretending to read the news. A friend of mine, Dineo, is holding up the scripts. Because that's news at 7, babes. I'm not going to. Can you imagine? I'm going for this. Eh? All the English that I learned at Castlebridge must come out. So we're there. Reynata, one colleague, is there with his camera. Everyone is taking it very seriously. I look at it now, my eyes are out of focus, but that's not the point. I send this thing back to Sally. How? Sally doesn't reply. It's been 2 weeks. Hey, bo, sis, you think I went to that effort for you to ignore me? Mail back. Hello, lady. About the job. When are you getting back to me? No, I have to show your email to some people in the building and get it back to you. Give it 2 more weeks. I mail back. I'm like, you and your friends. Have you decided? Because I need to be on this TV thing, because the goal is to be on TV by December of 2016. This needs to happen. Sally doesn't reply. Eventually, Sally replies, oh, they loved it. When can you start? Well, I'm in the foyer, dear, if you'd like me to start now. Off we go. I start training. I remember my first time on live television was the 16th of December, 2016. I'll never forget it. I bought myself, I was very proud of this, a cheap little jacket from Markham. I wore blue jeans and all stars. I was half the size that I am now. I know now I look like a gospel singer, but I was much smaller then. I was much smaller. Please, size 28, respect me. We do this thing, Sally and I go on this TV thing, I do it. And it works out, but you see, for the people looking from the outside in, people who'd followed me from when I started doing overnights at 7:02, it all looked seamless. What people didn't see from that journey is the times when I'd have to mail my mother, who worked at a laundromat for 3,500 Rand a month, to help me pay rent, which was 2,500. So if she helped me pay that, it also meant she'd have to struggle. People didn't see the times when my mother would be up at 5:30 in the morning to knock on the neighbor's door and say, "Can you give us 30 Rand just so he can get to school?" At some point, neighbors were irritated with us. Neighbors would laugh. Neighbors would say, "Why is she keeping her child in a Model C school when ours are in township schools?" But the truth is, my mother did that because my mother is one of 8 children, dropped out of school in grade 9 because her parents could not afford to put all of them through school at once. So the one thing she had made clear was that I was going to get a degree, I was going to be a success at some point. I was never going to fall back into the cycle of poverty. So the first lesson from that story is sacrifice from both me and my mother, because we're working towards a dream. And parents, what I learned from my mother in those moments is even when you don't understand the child's dream, continue to support, continue to invest in it, because it will pay off. There's no greater feeling than feeling supported, even in moments of hardship, knowing that someone believes in this vision, that people don't think you're crazy. The second lesson, hard work. I gave up many weekend evenings on that overnight shift, where sometimes at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd sit in that booth about to read a bulletin, and I'm like, dear God, if this is not for me, can a light bulb drop from the ceiling so I know? But fine, so hard work. Service is important, guys. You're going to leave here as graduates, and I've seen it happen. Often you think you're a graduate, you think there are these things that are owed to you by the world, by the system. No, it's not. No one, after this, in the real world, no one is going to spare a moment to think about the day you graduated and what it took to get you there. So what you need to do is, no matter how small the opportunity, apply yourself. Give it your all. Journalism students, whether you are running around following reporters who are out on a story, if they say to you, go get me coffee, be the fastest person to get the coffee and come back. If you are reading the news at 2 a.m. on a radio station with 5 people listening, 3 of them security guards who have no choice, honey, read for them like it's the 7 o'clock news, like your life depends on it. Because it is only through that sort of service that you get recognized. It looks as though I've moved on very quickly. This all started in 2014. It looks as though it's been seamless, but had I not applied myself, had I not stayed away from family to work the Christmas shift where the senior people were away, I can assure you I would still be on the overnight shift, as many people still are. So you need to commit, serve, and the fourth one, be grateful. A lot of us walk into places of employment these days, and again, it comes back to, I'm accomplished. My thing I remember was, hey, Bo, I'm talented. Look, there are a few things I can't do, but I can read a script. I can convince you it can be the most boring news script, but I can read it. But when you remember how much you need to learn, you are grateful for all the gaps. So you also need to find people who you can align yourself with, like-minded people. Stay away from the people who tell you how difficult it is, but don't present a solution. You want to be with the dreamers. The kids who have their heads in the clouds, the ones who think they can change the world, that's who you need to fly with. And I'm speaking now in particular to those of us who come from poor backgrounds, where people you grew up with are either on some sort of substance, alcohol, or have given up and are now living a life of just selling fruit on a street corner, when you and I know a lot of those people have potential that should have taken them much further. Be kind to each other, University of the Free State. Life is tough. Many of you have suffered unspeakable trauma, growing up in the home with abuse and that sort of thing. Some of you were here on this campus when Fees Must Fall happened. You saw things that you should never have seen at a young age. And you may not speak about it, but it haunts you still. So be kind to people. Be patient. We come from a lot. From our pasts, we go through a lot, and some of us are only just learning to express the pain and manage it in other situations. So kindness is important. Be encouraging. When you see the other person next to you struggle, be there, be the voice. I've made incredible friends in broadcasting, people who, when I started, we formed friendships because these were the people who'd message after every bulletin and say, "Ooh, you did well. Slow down. Maybe write that this way. When you look into the camera, maybe do this with your eyes." It sounds like useless advice, but it is in that kindness that you meet people who change your life forever. Be fearless. That's the most important one. When I sent those emails, I wasn't guaranteed a positive response. But you know what? It is your dream, and you need to fight for it. And if you aren't brave and fearless for what you want, this academic team is not going to do it for you. Your wonderful parents can only walk you up to this far. From here, it is just you, and you need to fight. That is the reality. Some fights will look like you won't win, but you will. If you just keep going. If you lose the first round on Monday, be back there Tuesday. Show them what you're made of. And the last one, dream bigger. With every achievement, there's always something on the horizon. I know it looks as though I've made it. I have been on the biggest talk radio station in this country. I'm on the biggest music radio station, 947, in Johannesburg at the moment. I'm on the biggest news channel in this country. But there's always something else. And if you can keep thinking of the next thing, I can assure you, you'll look back at your journey and it'll scare even you. But as a parting shot, never be afraid to affirm and be proud of yourself. I know we're taught that you're not supposed to praise yourself. Nothing wrong with that. It's not arrogance. It only becomes arrogance when you put others down. There's nothing wrong with looking in the mirror and saying, "I am damn good at what I do." I am smart as hell, and there isn't a thing I can do except math. You don't want to see my results? We shan't mention that here. And love yourselves, guys. Most importantly, love yourself and know which opportunities are for you and what isn't for you. And as I leave here today, hearty congratulations to each and every one of you graduates. You have earned it, and you deserve to walk on every cloud. Even when it's difficult, look back at the pics of this day and say, girl, you were doing it here. They were shook. Parents, delight in this moment, for it is yours as well. And to the young ones, I've seen some of the younger siblings. I hope you've been able to draw some sort of inspiration from your elder siblings who've come before you and paid prices that some of you will never know. We all know stories of, in my case, my mother, who I'd wake up in the middle of the night and my future would keep her up at night because she was trying to make this thing happen, even though we didn't have the means. But again, University of the Free State, thank you. It has been an honor. I hope that I've managed to touch you in some way. If I've not touched you, the giggles are enough. And I hope to run into all of you out there someday. Thank you. Congratulations.
Colleagues, friends, I definitely had my heart smiling, not only because the keynote reminds us that the sky is no longer the limit, but the lesson that I also got from the shared, passionate sharing from Mr. Mkototo. It's similar to what the famous feminist educationist Bell Hooks says about life, about the pursuit of education and knowledge. That education is the practice of freedom. It is the effort in ensuring that we enable ourselves and others never to fall and never rise. It is the freedom to ensure that we seek to be the best at all times. I think this summarily says a lot about what was shared to us, and we thank you for sharing your life. As the scholars say, the personal is political. You've taught us a lot in your talk. Thank you. May we please give him a round of applause. And as he said, those who may not have gotten anything from his speech, at least from the applause and the laughters. So thank you very much. At this point, I'd like to invite to our hearts some music, to be in concert with what has so far been shared by Professor Peterson and Mr. Mkototo. We're going to have a musical item. It's in German, so I will have a tongue twist, but I'll try. Lippenzweigen is taken from The Merry Widow, an operetta by composer Franz Lehár. The operetta is based on a rich widow and her country's people who attempt to find a partner in order to keep her money in the country. To perform this item, ladies and gentlemen, we have Albertus Engelbrecht and Charity Liburu, accompanied by Anton Strazza. Thank you very much.
Schweigens flüstern Geigen, hab mich lieb. All die Schritte sagen bitte, hab mich lieb. Jeder Druck der Hände deutlich mir's beschrieb. Sagt klar, siehst du wahr, du hast mich lieb. Bei dem Walzerschritt tanzt auch die Seele mit, da hilft aus Herzens Gnade.
Ladies and gentlemen, talent is abundant at the University of the Free State, and I have no doubt that they have made you feel like you could join. And thank you very much for that presentation. I'd now request you to give them another round of applause, please. Now I'd like to invite you to that momentous time. And I'd like to call the Acting Dean of the Humanities, Dr. Chicha Twala, to present his candidates. Thank you, the Dean.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to confer degrees on the candidates that I introduced to you. Bachelor of Arts. Bloom N.M. Botha S.A. Burgers W. and a degree with distinction. Crawford R. Davids N. Ferreira S. and a degree with distinction. Khanewi N.J. Govenda M. Hlongwane N.N. Jacobs S. Jafta K.C. Hwechube M. Korope C.T.M. Langefeld N.L.L. Madondo N.L. Mahlalela N.N. Maharieta M.F. Mahutla B.T. Mahutla M. Malo S. Marabe L. Martin S.J. Marumo D. Matabue P.A. Matafuna G.O. Matwili S. Mbambo ZL. Mudupi M. Moshodi KMS. Motiti NV. Motopi MF. Mhwebi. Mhwebi VST. Ngamane T. Ndlovu SL and a degree with distinction. Nell C and a degree with distinction. Nombila GM. Olivier M. Petse T. Ponawasi LS. Ramatlapeng ET. Sheffling JS. Sibu CT. Sidugu BB. Sikepe D. Jamela MT. Van Veek B. Fisachi L. Zondi SS. Zwane Z. Bachelor of Arts in Communication Science with a specialization in corporate and marketing communication. Advance ZB and a degree with distinction. Parkhazen RB, Bellot I, Bernade DF, Bielefeld GC, Bower C, Brand A and a degree with distinction. Dandala S, Fetile SK, Halada S, Tebo A, Kamlana KL, Jika Z, Job LI, Jobert DJ, Kekane BK, Khotle IM, Khake N, Khunou TD, Kukemur PL, Kwopman JM, Kreisinger G, Lekwane KRM, Dipadi NMR, Lovalo HS, Machaka N, Makatu M, Makubo DH, Mamume L, Mapakisa PR and a degree with distinction. Mbiza B, Munisi MD, Mnokwa X, Mochwari MR, Modiko K, Thank you. Thank you. Mogotu LT. Mokwena KC. Mokoni TBS. Molatwe VM. Molite KG. Modieleng MA. Moloi MO. Motosomi VN. Morutinyane GE. Moshodi BK. Motlogelwa LA. Momakwe TP. Mpana KJ. Molaudzi TL. Mzangwa VA. Naidu K. Naledi BM. Ntozake D. Oliphant S. Oxenham JJ. Pulu DK. Ramutopo MS. Rasipei RP. Robert CL. Saila O. Sitlamo GV. Sekunda S. Standard C and a degree with distinction. Steinman LK. Shuti SS. Teleti. Totela T. Tulo LMJ. Takanelo K. Chimbana KI. Tulo DTP, Van Heerden M, Van Rensburg R, Von Memetri V, Yangwa NMS, Bachelor of Arts in Communication Science with a specialization in Media Studies and Journalism. Achugwo PN, Briette C and a degree with distinction. Dibier IM and a degree with distinction. Duplessis S and a degree with distinction. Johnson TR, Camp GJ, Hanaka TN, Lidiga MM, Lombard M, Mahlatsi L, Makatini KA, Maleho ME, Mapatwana LS, Marcela PA, Matsuso RM, Mayeye S, Mwelezi L, Mojapilu MC, Moketi NK, Mohobo M, Mukubung MM, Mwekezi L, Moseme BP, Motau MV, Mtembu TB, Ngolani O, Ngowapi A, Pretorius A. Kadi FN. Ralekwala AM. Samson JA. Sibikwane T. Sipeng KB. Tulu LM. Tsila S. Twala Makhosazana. Van Diefender N. Vermeulen J. Hashe OS. Bachelor of Arts in Drama and Theatre Arts. By TB. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was really drama and art. Badenhorst J. Boys in EL. Dival A. Duplessis SA. Krobla N. Hendricks EA. Knudse S. Kok A. Commerce KY. Trial BJ. Labuskachny MM. Labuskachny S and a degree with distinction. Mohutsiwa B. Mayberg C. Oberhoster C. Peterse J. Potgieter LC. Pretorius D. Shaw A. Smith JL. Van Wyk V. Zerwig WL. Bachelor of Arts in Fine Arts. Bali MG. Niehaus C. Piri LS. Tau BT. Bachelor of Arts in Geography and Environmental Management. Erasmus JC. Hokinyane TM. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Horan KJE. Letabo KP. Mahlangu VLN. Maramu GQ. Magaringi VM. Makete A. Musime K. Ngwema V. Sesana NC. Shandingwa MC. Shikwana MV. Tomelang R. Choteti NR. Kulu NN. Bachelor of Arts in Governance and Political Transformation. Wiganyo D. Busa MOLC. Dada Y. Dano S. Dihemo G. Dingane N. Fuzane SC. Geklu YS. Gordon ECI. Horn KC. Jele T. Gang NP. Kumalo MM. Lituane M. Dishiba RL. Madala SN. Mahlasela NR. Mahude SM. Malite ST. Madie MC. MaPKK. Mashaba M. Masiteng SI. Mnaba NM. Modise KC. Mofolo PI at the degree with distinction. Moripe M. Ngojana ZA. Njovane IV. Putumana S. Sibego TM. Sibuka MC. Sifata DV, Sikhwaba L, Sichiro IZ, Sikoto D, Shabalala TV, Shuping K, Sibenya VO, Sintu SS, Bachelor of Arts in Human Movement Science. Duplessis MMJ, Grief R, Likheku MP, Mia NB, Rantu MJ, Shezi RT, Sneyman L, Ace D, Feljun M, Charlie ZT, Bachelor of Arts in Language Practice. Page JRF and a degree with distinction. PKS M and a degree with distinction. Visa A and a degree with distinction. Bachelor of Arts in Language Practice with specialization in General Language Practice. Duplessis SJ. Joseph IL. Lochenberg DO. Malan PC. Moretzi SM. Van Ede D. Van Veek LM. Anan E.E. Bachelor of Arts in Management. Bukhosho E.T. Dlamini T.N. Mahlatsi B.E. and a degree with distinction. Matle M.D. Mofukeng K.T. Mompati R.O. Rihtamvu B. Simpson V. and a degree with distinction. Tekiso A. Van Rooyen S.A. Van Veek C.F. Bachelor of Arts in Music. Pofada J.M. Bachelor of Arts majoring in Communication Science and Psychology. Dorana Z. Geyer A. Mfazwe E. Mutsamai M. Nkosi TZ. Roman N. Shai R.R. Bachelor of Arts majoring in Geography and Anthropology. Ngubeni H. Bachelor of... Thank you. Bachelor of Arts majoring in History and English. Lipoto HT and a degree with distinction. Thank you. Bachelor of Arts majoring in Psychology and English. Calling L. Masondo KZE. Ulu Z. Bachelor of Arts majoring in Psychology and Sign Language. Bester C. Bachelor of Music. Mtugaza X. Pinar R. Bachelor of Social Science majoring in Anthropology and Psychology. Hemene T.H. Mafaru J.V. Mahua P. Swart M and a degree with distinction. Bachelor of Social Science majoring in Business Management and Psychology. Maepo KN. Siguera L. Tala RT. Bachelor of Social Science majoring in Business Management and Sociology. Henriquez L.A. Mabue B. Mwekezi R. Muloi KN. Khadebe L. Bachelor of Social Science majoring in Criminology and Psychology. BHS M and a degree with distinction. Buotes S.J. Kekiso B. Dobri C. Falata K. Gul M. Mablane KT, Mangojane D, Masingi NN, Mboyi L, Milamo T, Mokhele NRL, Mukwena TM, Moliko T, Molite D, Modibedi ME, Motang RP, Mtabini ZM, Mtimkulu L, Mziwake NI, Ndaba G, Simon L, Sibate KK, Bachelor of Social Science majoring in Criminology and Psychology, Siekwi KA, Temple A, Ngunga Z, Tinta S, Taba TP, and a degree with distinction. Bachelor of Social Science majoring in Industrial Psychology and Psychology. Adolf MN, Bokuva S, Dlamini NG, Dondolo SS, Hans A, Kuka SG, Jacobs TL, Koloi MM, Kuwete M. Krier T. Lituka M.E. Linda M.W. and a degree with distinction. Maduna Y.M. Mahwe J.M. Makubele O.K. and a degree with distinction. Mata M.A. Matsusa P.C. Mbuli P.E. Mhlongo N.N. Mohono B.B. Muloyi L.P.P. Moposho G.B. Moswewu T. Motaung K. Motatledi B. Nejimbufe R.A. Nkomo U.P. Dau K.R. Kabalatsane M.K. Ratukulo L.M. Sijanamane P. Silimela T. Trumpeter R.L. Tulela A and a degree with distinction. Van der Merwe M.W. Bachelor of Social Science, majoring in Industrial Psychology and Sociology. Kumete R.K. Bachelor of Social Science, majoring in Political Science and Anthropology. Makhabane RK. Bachelor of Social Science, majoring in Psychology and Sociology. Kumada KP. Kula Z. Thank you. Thank you. Marco MJ. Thank you. Mokitane FG and a degree with distinction. Morokane P. Mpungose N. Nkaki SD. Nyelele L. Pinar JK and a degree with distinction. Ramahata MA and a degree with distinction. Bachelor of Social Science, majoring in Sociology and Criminology. Lieu CM. Mokeka SR. Muloi TM. Mchali LL. Stradom AJ and a degree with distinction. Bachelor of Social Sciences in Human and Societal Dynamics. Adesokan DO. Bernardo JM and a degree with distinction. Bitalo DW. Pok LM. Bushiana BM. Brett Z. Dingoko YK. Dubri C. Edmonds N.P. Faku N.L. Fortier S.P. France N. Charlie NF. Jonker NG. Kabai MI. Khashule MB. Hobby AP. Kumalo MN. Khunyedi RK and a degree with distinction. Langenhoven R and a degree with distinction. Lekhalamikwa KF. Lechranje RRS. Lipepelo R. Lituane DW. Lotane SJ. Louis AE. Lawrence L. Lubeni B. Machaka MM. Maganga S. Maslangu FB. Maile LI. Maine PJ. Mahate T. Malinga KA. Mangepu L. Matlaba A, Mawela MT, thank you. Mazibugwe LC, Mering N, Mkaji O, Mokhele LG and a degree with distinction. Molokumme K, Monane IC, Morake PP, Mosala T, Moshodi TC, Motibedi BA, Motupi MR, Motsatse KM, Mpukeng L, Msibi CK, Mtembu ZH, Mtombeni GM, Mchacheni M, Nell A and a degree with distinction. Nell T, Nell WL, Nivote A and a degree with distinction. Nkone TP, Nokia C, Pelesane KR, Peters LC, Peters M, Phillips N.P. Peterse J.L. and a degree with distinction. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Pito S. Potgieter L. Kalinge N.S. Ramokiti M.L. Rochtenbach J. Ricketts J.T. Sikosana N.L. Silingela M. Sokela A.Z. Somlenze S. Thank you. Taylor T.A. Thank you very much. That is the beauty of high heels. Thank you, Teta MP. Tulo LD. Tselane RS. Order, please. Order, please. Thank you. Thank you. Twaedi DD. Van der Westhuizen MC. Van Riede JM. Winstar KM. Bachelor of Social Work. Anthony C. Bezedenhout MN. Bring HZ. Duplessis MF, Dwili PP, Hassan M, Haynes C, Koloi NA, Linda M, Lotterin CC, Marr M, Mbelekane NC, Muchumi L, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mofokeng ME. Thank you. Mokhantang TD. Thank you. Momberg M. Motaung KP. Miller Z. Ngokazi N. Peterse J. Potgieter G. Schrader CM. Siane P. Thank you. Seisho OT. Sinyane M. Sterkman P. Tashera GM. Tamaha IP. Shabalala SN. Van Heerden VR. Van Veek A. Van Veek C and a degree with distinction. Thank you. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to present the Dean's Medal to the recipient that I introduced to you. Having obtained a Bachelor of Social Science in Human and Societal Dynamics, she is also the student who achieved the best overall result in respect of a first degree in the Faculty of the Humanities during the 2018 period. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I present Anneke Nivote to you. Thank you very much, Mr. Vice-Chancellor. Over to you.
I think we can give all our graduates another hand of applause. So let me first do all the thank yous, and then I will give a congratulatory message to our graduates. First of all, I think you will all agree with me that our Acting Dean of Humanities, Dr. Chichwa Chwala, did a fantastic job. So I think we should give him a hand of applause. And then I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our guest speaker, Mr. Tembakile Mkhototu. I think the message that he brought with him and which he shared with you was actually a message of what is possible. It is what I would say the art of the impossible sometimes, but if you put your mind to it, and you know where you come from, and you know where you want to go, then nothing will stop you getting there. And I think that is what I read in his message, and I would like to say thank you for sharing that life story, which haven't ended yet, because you're still writing that story, and I'm pretty sure there is more achievements that will come your way. But thank you very much for that fantastic message. And then I normally wouldn't at this ceremony say thank you to the two acting deputy registrars, but I think they had a marathon session this afternoon. And Elna and Anban, thank you very much, and I think we can give him also a hand of applause. Now, coming back to the graduates, first of all, you deserve this qualification. It is your day, and you should celebrate it. But I think you would probably be the first that will tell me that none of this would be possible if there weren't support. If there weren't the support of our loved ones, or your loved ones, your parents, your family, people from the community, and just a friend that say, just hang in there, you will reach this very point where you will get a qualification. And I think it is now an opportunity for you to say thank you. I would like you to stand up and try to make eye contact, if you can, with your loved ones in the audience and shout your appreciation for their support. All right, I think you can sit down. I'm pretty sure that's also good for the blood flow. But I would also remind you that that's not the only people that you should say thank you. There are academics that sit on my right, and then academics sit on my left, and there are also academics sitting on the platform. They were the individuals that shaped you technically, professionally, but they also have supported you in days or times when you felt low, when you needed to have that moral support, that emotional support. And I would like you to again rise and shout your appreciation to our academics in the red gowns, in the black gowns, and also the academics on the platform. I don't think that was loud enough. I think you should try another. Excellent. Thank you. So I personally, as Rector and Vice-Chancellor, but also on behalf of the Executive, would like to express my appreciation to our academic staff. They often, the staff that goes that extra mile. You would probably see them during the day, but you don't know that a lot of the hours that they would spend in the evenings is for preparation, for writing articles and publications, for presenting the work at conferences, for collaborating with other academics across South Africa, on the continent, in other parts of the world, to make sure that the technical content that you are exposed to are not only the leading one, but is interconnected with other thoughts, other views in other parts of the world. Because ultimately what we would like to produce is a citizen that is a global citizen that can and have the ability to apply that knowledge into a local context. And I think that is what our academics is striving every day towards. And I certainly would like to thank them from the bottom of my heart. But I do believe it will be remiss if we don't recognize that there's another component of our staff at the university. And that component is often called support staff. And that support staff consists of, in fact, they are doubled, sometimes 1.5 or 2.5 times the number of academic staff. And they are the staff that you often won't see. They are staff that in the background, and they ensure that ceremonies such as this are running smoothly. That we have our residents being cleaned and looked after. They are making sure that the examination and the registration process is up and running, that our safety of staff and students are secured in our campuses and on our campuses, and then we can sit here inside knowing that they are on the outside to look after us if need to be. And that's the staff that I think we should all put our hands together to say thank you. Now, besides getting a degree or diploma or a certificate, you now, as a graduate of the University of the Free State, belongs to that elite group called the Convocation. You now become an alumnus of the university. And a member of the Convocation, and we have about 140, 150,000 members of the Convocation spread across the globe. The Convocation presents for me the continuity between the past, the present, and the future. They are the people that have to guard our standards. They are the people that have to make sure that the generation that would come after you are exposed to not even the quality of education that you get at the moment, but even better. You have to be vocal if you believe that the university management is not doing what they're supposed to do. That's the type of Convocation members that we would like to see at the University of the Free State. And the other part of other role that members of the Convocation would play is that they would also elect the Chancellor of the university. And the Chancellor is that individual that the institution can align them with in terms of their values, in terms of what they aspire, in terms of what they have achieved. And our Chancellor at the moment is Dr. Kgotse Mogele, is such an individual, connected in society, connected in the business world, connected in the science and technology world, connected with government, and connected across continents. And that is what we aspire as an institution. His tenure will come to an end middle of next year, and you will have the opportunity, as members of the Convocation, to elect a new Chancellor. And you should take that challenge up. And you should try to play that role effectively. But another role that we, as the university, would like to see our alumni play is to stay connected with our institution. It's not only to disappear and we haven't got your details, because we would like you, as our guest speaker, to come back and come and speak and talk and tell about your life story to the next generation of graduates that will be sitting here. We would like to interact and engage with you in the world of work with our academics so that our curricula reflect the modern tendency and the modern thought, and that we remain relevant and futuristic. That's the role that our alumni should play, and I would like our alumni to play that role. And obviously, we would like to maintain keep your details, because you're going to make lots of money, and you're going to give some of that back to the university to ensure that we enhance the programs in the Faculty of Humanities, so the next generation that would come would get not only the quality that we've got and delivered to you, but even a better quality. So, graduates, you have come, you've got your qualification, it's your day. I would like you to celebrate that with your loved ones, and I know that you will make the University of the Free State proud. So go out there and change the world. Thank you. So this concludes our proceedings for this afternoon. The university takes great pleasure in inviting all graduates and the guests to the EXR4 to the east of this venue, where tea, coffee, and juice will be served. Jeannie Marr, accompanied by the Graduation Instrumental Ensemble under direction of Anton Strazza, will shortly lead us in the singing of the National Anthem. After that, you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and the main and academic processions leave the hall. Can I ask you to please rise? By virtue of the power vested in me as Rector and Vice-Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State.